Y'all are weirdos. I don't get you all. I really don't understand your fascination with Russia. I really don't. It's actually a little creepy. You know, because sometimes it's funny, you know, just to make a joke about something. But after a while, when people bring it up so often, you start to kind of look at them like, are you all right, man? Yeah, y'all are starting to freak me out, man. And for good reason. I mean, we that's been like a thing here in the States. You know, people are like, "Oh, you're just being paranoid." No, it's not us being paranoid. Russia really did interfere with our elections in 2016, man. It's not even a joke. Really, it's not a joke. It really happened. So, can I turn my volume up? I can a little bit. How's that? Oh, hold on. One of my bass volumes is down. There. A little bit better. Move my other volume stuff over here. Who is Mikhail Jordan? I don't know who Mikhail Jordan is. That's a kind of strange thing there. I'm also going to adjust my sounds in Windows. I was doing all sorts of crazy stuff earlier. I'm a little busy right now, Paul. So I can't watch your video at this moment, sorry. But, yeah, there was... Hold on, let me fix this real quick. I was messing with a whole bunch of stuff earlier. Yeah, we'll put that to 100%. And then I can back off my mixer here. There. Now, sorry, man, I don't have 20 seconds. I got a show to put on, man. Look at this. See, I gotta go. I gotta do things. I'm a panda. See, I'm a panda that dances all strange. I gotta do this for you guys. See, gotta get the dancing going. See, and I guess I'm gonna be having this. Hold on, let me check something here. Okay, I think the sound is okay for you guys. I'm not gonna use this character. So I'm going to switch to my druid, and we're going to do some time walking Cataclysm dungeons because I feel like it. It tastes a little funny. Okay. No, I mean sound from the video game. I want to make sure that the game, because I purposely always turn the volume in the game down just a little bit. Well, maybe not just a little bit, but sometimes a whole lot. So I'm actually going to check that. Let me see. Sound. Yeah, see, my master sound is only at 7%. So I could probably crank this up a little bit more. 12% seems okay. Okay, I think that sounds good. Yes, I know that, but as you could have just seen there, my game volume is already pretty damn low. 12% is pretty low. Well, I appreciate that, Paul, but at the same time, I have to make sure that it's comfortable for all viewers, not just one. So, you know, have to do it that way. I'm hoping to stream to an audience of more than just one or two people. Although with this game, I doubt I'm going to get many viewers, just because it's, you know, it's weird. Anyways, yeah, people don't like World of Warcraft that much. I don't get it. But anyways, instead of me just chatting here for the next 20 minutes, let's actually queue for a dungeon. We're going to do some time walking. Wow. Huh. That's unusual. If you're not familiar, usually, almost every single time I do time walking dungeons, there's always a call to arms, which basically means that a certain type is needed. And Yeah, usually tanks are needed, but it's not showing me that here. Like, look, if I go over here, see that little thing? Call to arms tank? That means that people have been waiting in the queue for a long time for tanks to show up. But I really don't like doing the heroic dungeons. I like doing... Well, technically, even the time walking dungeons are heroics. But I like doing these better. Plus, I'm trying to get time warp edges. So let's get queued. I'm going to eat some food here real quick. Let's see, what am I going to do? Mastery or versatility? Let's do versatility. And I'm trying to get 5. I've already got 1. I did 1 earlier because I'm trying to do a Shattered Path through time, which is this. Basically, it gives me some artifact power, and it gives me a cache of old year treasures, which usually includes a really nice piece of gear. So weird. I actually have to wait like a minute now. It's odd. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Usually when I queue, it's like that. It's instant. But it is a slow morning. I mean, it's Monday, right? It's a Monday morning. Most people are probably off at work or getting ready to go to work or driving to work. Oh, I remember this dungeon. And today I was smart. I did not wear a black shirt today. Instead, I wore my sweater. Well, it's a little chilly this morning, so good to wear the sweater. So who do we got as our makeup? A druid is healing me. We got a warlock, a hunter, and a paladin. I think I'll go pretty much any way I want to here. You'll probably hear lots of clicking. My keyboard gets a nice big workout whenever I tank dungeons. Here, I'll actually move my microphone up a little bit so you don't hear as much of the clicking. Today is Christmas for you. Why is it Christmas for you? Let me move my chat over here. There we go. Why is it Christmas for you? You finally get a day off from work or what? Hey, danger. Oh, we gotta get out of that. Oh, crap. Got stunned. Or did you get a gift? Well, come on, man. You gotta elaborate. You gotta tell us why it's Christmas. Is it just a religious thing, or what's the deal? Come on. The only thing I don't like about this sweater is it just feels kind of weird on me. It doesn't feel quite right, so I'm always kind of moving around and adjusting it. It's Christian Christmas today? I guess maybe people celebrate Christian Christmas in different parts of the world on different days, because here in America, we're, I wouldn't say we're a Christian nation, but the day that we recognize Christmas Day is thought to be the Christian day of Christmas, which was a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. I mean, I know certain religions celebrate their version of Christmas on different days. Just here in the States... Oh god, I'm gonna move. Just here in the States, it's usually December 25th. All the time. Oh boy. Really got me in a corner here. I usually mark my targets, but I've kind of already figured out what kind of group this is. Where I could mark targets and they wouldn't really care. They'd be like, I'm not gonna kill anything. You're not my dad. Oh crap, I completely forgot we reset in 9 minutes. It doesn't really matter. Come on. It was either going to be World of Warcraft or it was going to be Overwatch. Or I actually thought about doing, whatchamacallit, Rocket League. Or if we're lucky, it'll be Uno. Oh, crap. Come on, turn around. Time to Uno. Yeah, same problem with Uno though. Again, just simply no one to play with. At least here I can just hop into a group and there you go. It works. Ah, I have to go down this stupid thing. Which classes do I have? I have all of them. I don't think that warlock realizes that they have to run away from this stuff. They just kind of stood there the entire time. But yeah, I have every class. And, well, some of the new... There was a bunch of new races. Although they were just kind of... they were basically just derivative of races that we already had, except for one. Well, even then it was somewhat derivative. There was the Nightborn, which the Horde players can play. But you gotta open them up. You have to open up all the new races. Some of them are okay. Like, this is just a regular Night Elf, but I do have Void Elves. Or I have one Void Elf. And then I have a couple of... I like how his twin still shows up. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. There's also the Lightforged Draenei, which are just Draenei, but Lightforged versions. I mean, they have their own special racials, so I guess that's nice, but otherwise they're pretty much the same thing. I think the only... I mean, there are some cosmetic differences, like the Lightforged Draenei have these kind of light-like tattoos on them. And let me think. The Void Elves basically look like High Elves or Blood Elves. But of course they've got the Void sort of makeup that goes along with them. I think the Void Elves look actually kind of neat. I think they look better than the Blood Elves. Just because they have this kind of purple hue to them. Their coloring is really neat. And they've also got a really, really nice racial. Well, at least it's a good racial for casters. I believe the racial is that they are uninterrupted by damage when they're casting. Because generally when you cast, like if you're like a mage or a warlock or something, and you cast, every time you were struck, it sets you back like a half second or so, which over time can really cut into your DPS. And the Void Elves have a racial that prevents that from ever happening. So, pretty handy. I actually have a priest that's a Void Elf, and she really benefits from that, especially when we have a bad tank. She really benefits from that. They also have that weird Void teleport thing that they can do. I don't think it's great. I guess it's good in PvP. But it's different. I've actually not played the Nightborn yet. I probably should. Have you ever played Blade and Soul? I tried it and I didn't like it. I tried it for a couple of hours. I did not like it. What is happening? We're playing World of Warcraft. And we're doing time walking dungeons. Because why not? You loved it? I mean, you know, some games are just a little bit different. I know it's very much an MMO, but I just couldn't get into it. And to be quite honest, I don't think I would get into another MMO other than World of Warcraft. And the only reason I kind of stick with World of Warcraft is, you know, I'm well over 10 years in. So, yeah. I've just been progressing, collecting gold and reputations for so long that I think, do I really want to do that with another MMO? And I'm like, pretty much any MMO is going to have a lot of grind. That's just the way the games are. Actually, I should pull these because I don't want to get them when we pull the boss. But yeah, any MMO these days is going to be grindy. That's just, you know, the way the games are. You always got to earn reputation. You always got to go earn gold or whatever, you know, type of currency. It's so much pay to win. That's the one thing I like about WoW is you can't pay to win. you can't pay to win with WoW. I mean, I guess you could. You could try and buy somebody's account. But, one, a well-geared, well-progressed WoW account is not going to be cheap. And two, if you get caught, they don't care. They will flat-out ban the account, and you'll lose everything. World of Minecraft. Oh, this is where we get stunned. We can't do anything. Oh, that's right. We gotta kill this stupid Heart of Darkness. Or Harbinger of Darkness. Yes, I actually talked about that story, what, a week and a half ago? 2 weeks ago? About a rogue that... This was during BC, during the Burning Crusade expansion, where he was the most geared rogue literally in the world. Which, I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, because it's not. But, you know, I mean, it's World of Warcraft. But yeah, that guy flat out sent... It was like, yeah, something like 7,000 euros or something like that. The guy paid for it. He got caught, and then they straight up banned his account. I mean, that's the risk he took, and he knew he was risking it. That's why you don't buy accounts. Because they can tell. I mean, this is how basically they can tell. Is one, if you're, say... The guy was in Europe. I don't know exactly which country he was in. But say, for instance, if you've been logging in to your WoW account for years from, you know, like Hamburg, Germany, and then suddenly you're logging in from, you know, London, England. I mean, that I can see because people travel. But when your computer name suddenly is changed, and when your IP is suddenly completely different, and when you're, the times that you log in are different, all that stuff, they look at it. And they can tell. Well, no, I mean, you can't tell only by the IP, because I can go in and change my IP right now if I wanted to, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to ban my account. It could still be me, but you know, your computer has a particular type of identifier with it, and it's not necessarily, like I said, it's not one thing that they look at, but it's when all those things change suddenly, that's when it gets really suspicious. Well, the thing is, yeah, IP technically gives out the location, but again, you can't depend it all on IP, because a lot of people use IP location services, like VPNs, and so you can't really depend it just on that. God, I hate this boss. He's so stupid. Finally, we broke it open. Okay, we should be able to get him here now. Do a quick self-heal, and we're good. I mean, heck, there are even free VPN services. They're not that good, but they're free. So if you just need to do it just to, check other places around the world, you can do that. Like, I'll turn them on sometimes just to kind of get a kick out of where it bases me out of. Because most of those services, unless you specifically say you want to be out of a particular city or area, they'll just kind of put you in a random place. Like, if you use Tor, I don't know if you know what Tor is, but it's basically a browser that lets you, onion proxies, that kind of stuff. That's what Tor uses. And Tor, whenever you open it up, it just kind of puts you at a random place. Like sometimes, there have been times where it's putting me out of London, other times it's put me out of Paris, a couple of times it put me out of Russia, just like St. Petersburg, places like that. So it's kind of interesting. And usually the way I can tell right away, because you normally can't just tell unless it actually tells you, like in a little area. I don't know if Tor has been updated since then, but it's been a while since I've used it. But I would just go to yahoo.com, and that's how I could tell where it was putting me out of. Like if it came up in French, I was like, oh, well, I guess it's basing me out of France, All right, what junk do we got to throw away here? I didn't get any drops in that whole thing. That run kind of sucked. Not as if I'm there for the drops anyway, but... Alright. Still not asking for tanks. Oh, uh-oh. Oh! This is end times. I'm guessing, since I got in so quickly, the old tank got sick of dying, so this might not be good. Okay, I don't think these people know what they're doing here. I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've been here. Where am I going? They're not telling me. Yeah, you can do that, or you can just check yahoo.com. Because it always puts you to the local Yahoo page. That's just what I've always done. Okay, guys, where are we? Are you all telling me? Nobody's telling me. I guess I'm just going to have to guess. Yahoo's been around forever, man. Well, the good thing here is that I will get a completion, and I'll be fairly quick. Ooh, damn. I forgot these guys can hit a little hard. I just feel bad for Yahoo in a way. They had... At one point, Yahoo had pretty much the biggest website on the internet, and they just threw it away. What a waste. Just a huge waste for them. And there was a time, I forget who it was. I think it was, oh gosh, I cannot remember who it was. But they wanted to buy Yahoo. And they offered something like $10 billion. And Yahoo turned them down. And man, was that a huge mistake. Because they tried to keep with the business and it just never picked back up. And their value slowly dwindled away to nothing. At least we have a good rogue. In the group, I mean. Because initially I was like, I'll usually mark these guys so that they can crowd control at least one of them, but I kind of had a feeling that this wasn't the group that was going to do that. So at least he's doing it on his own. Come on, you little shit. Get over here. Dang it, he's not moving with me. Usually I can get him. There we go. Are you serious? Wow. You gotta use it now. Use it! Oh god, I don't think these guys have ever faced him. Use the time, dude. We gotta use it now. Oh my god, and the healer left. That's awesome. Well, we're gonna have to use all 5 now. Hold on. Let me break out all my cooldowns here. We can finish this. I'm gonna break it again. Yeah, I don't think that the healer knew how to do this. Maybe that's why they left. I'm gonna have to do it again.
Another chance will make no difference. You will beg.
Okay, we should be able to do this. We've got 2 more chances here. Crap, I'm gonna hit by that thing. There we go. Yeah, the way you're supposed to do this, or the way I've tanked it before, is I'll just tank him right here, and then everybody else will be like around the edges, and then as I'm close to 0 health, because he just keeps hitting harder and harder and harder, and then as I get to 0 health, I'll use the little time machine, and it basically sends us back through time, and it brings dead people back to life, and yeah, I don't think he knew what he was doing, because he just left. He's like, I'm just leaving. Well, it's his problem. We got it. And not like that tunic's use. Yeah, that tunic is useless to me. Any New Year's resolutions? Not really. I still just have my goals, and that's it. I don't even know if I'm going to hit them. Because, man, I don't know if you've been around, but my ultimate goal a long time ago was to get 1,000 subs over on YouTube, which for a while seemed like it was going to happen. Not easy, but just if I stayed with this and kept doing this consistently, I'd probably get there. Since about early November, dude, it's just been rough. Like, if you look at my subs right now, I'm at, like, what, 715? In early November, my subs were, like, 690. So, and for a while there, I was getting, like, 60, 70, even 90 new subs every month. And then it just died. It just, you know. And it sucks, too, because I'll get a sub, and then, like, 2 days later, they'll unsub. And I'm like, well, nothing I can do about that. And you figure, yeah, that's kind of happens every now and then, but it happens all the freaking time with me now. It sucks. All the freaking time. In fact, I got up to 720 subs a few days ago, and just like that, boom, 5 gone. So, and I kind of know where some of those came from. I'm having a giveaway It's actually linked in the description. I'm doing a giveaway, and for people who are subbed to the channel, they get like plus 10 entries. And so what some people will do is they'll sub just so they can try and get that benefit, and then they'll immediately unsub, not knowing that part of the terms of the giveaway is that they have to be subbed when the giveaway actually ends, and when I actually call out the winner. Because if they're not subbed then they can't win. I used to do that. I did that a lot, and they did okay, but you know, they didn't get, you know, interestingly enough, the videos that I've done that have gotten the most views have been like 4 videos, and talking about mods and stuff. So yeah, the PvP videos, like when I was playing GTA 5 a lot, they did okay, but they did not get a lot of views at all. Like every single person, like half the people that I talk to about this, they're all like, oh, you need to do this type of video. No, you need to do this type of video. So apparently, just from the advice that I've gotten, I have to do every single type of video there possibly is. Insult people? No, I don't like insulting people. That's stupid. It's childish. I'm not doing that. You know, the whole insulting thing, I've seen people do that, and I immediately dislike those videos, and if, like, you can't ignore, unfortunately, some, like on Twitch and on YouTube, you can't necessarily ignore the channels. You can say that you're disinterested in them, and that's what I usually do. I don't want to create drama because I've noticed, especially in the last couple of years, if you're the kind of person that seeks out that type of attention, people are filing lawsuits. Because if you go around just saying mean things about people, some people can take that, you know, depending on what you say, how you say it, and how it's directed, you actually can get sued. And so, yeah, I don't even want to mess with that. I'm not looking to end a thing for it here. And the thing is, it happens more often than people even realize. Because, obviously, if somebody's getting sued because of, you know, some stuff that they said, in most cases, they're not going to admit to it. They're not. Like, there was a guy, I forget exactly what his name is, this was years ago, where he came right out and was calling another YouTuber a molester of children, which is obviously very bad. And he was basically saying, you know, that he thought that that's what this person was. He ended up getting sued, and he's like, well, how can you sue? It's free speech. And I go, just because you're free to say something, you have to remember that when it comes to free speech, it's freedom of oppression from the government. It's not freedom from any sort of consequences that may come from your use of that speech. In fact, the definition of defamation is if you say something about somebody that puts them in a negative light, or that accuses them of a crime that they honestly never did or never committed, that's defamation, man. That's the definition of defamation. And so that's what happened, and the guy got sued, and he ended up losing. And he was like, it's stupid, freedom of speech. And the whole time it's like, dude, that is not how freedom of speech works. It's just not. So yeah, he got sued, and his channel went away, and yeah, that's what you get, though, man. You can't do that stuff. Someone eventually, I mean, I'm sure you can do it, you know, if you do it 100 times, 99 out of 100, nobody's going to sue you, but all it takes is that one time, that person sues you, and then you're screwed. Because at the very least, you're going to have to get a lawyer to defend yourself. And lawyers are not cheap. They are not cheap at all. 387 views. Yeah, that was a longer stream, too. Not exactly. The thing is that, I mean, yeah, you can insult them, but eventually, if you keep doing that sort of thing, one, people here in the States are eventually going to start sticking you on ignore, and you're going to eventually run out of targets. Or it could get so bad and so many people report you on YouTube that they'll ban your account. And I know you're like, well, I'll just make another one. Well, they'll ban that account too. And then if it keeps happening, they'll start doing IP bans and all this other different stuff. They can even see which computer it is that you're using, and they can ban your computer name. So yeah, you know, you can get away with it for a little while, but it's obviously not going to be perfect. And besides, like I said, people just, you know, I just don't, I mean, there's enough crap and hate in the world. I don't want to contribute to that. I mean, yeah, I tease you guys and that sort of thing, but that's completely different than actually coming out and, you know, saying just horrible, terrible things to you. Where are all those little guys coming from? What did he... Somebody opened up something over there. What is going on? Why do they keep spawning? I think we just might be in their way. Hold on, let me see if we can get out of the way here. Yeah, that's what just happened there. That's not supposed to happen. That's a bug. Something's going on here. Yeah, they're not supposed to just continuously spawn like that. Like 5 or 10 of them will spawn because they're just little guys, and that's fine. That happens, but we've already seen what, like close to 100 of them. Somebody went over there and did something, I thought initially. Okay, there they go. See, they're supposed to run away, but we keep engaging them. So they're just going to keep attacking. The only thing we can really do is just try to move through this a little faster. That's worrisome too, is that Blizzard games used to be amazing. They were never perfect, but they had minimal bugs. And now we're seeing lots of little bugs like that. I mean, you may think, it's just a little bug, it's no big deal, but when there are literally dozens of them now happening all the time, and of course our stupid healer just hangs out over there. Come on, man, get out of there. Come on, dude, what are you doing? Dude, get over here, you idiot! Stop standing there. It's like he's standing in frickin' fire, man. Come on, move. You obviously have to move. Yeah, we're gonna have to move through this. Hold on. I think we can probably do it here. Just ignore those guys. Let's go. Ignore them. Oh, great. He got impaled. That's awesome. Please don't release. Don't release. They keep going after the hunter. I wonder what he did. There we go. Now they finally went away. Okay, good. Now I gotta go and... Where's that warlock? Oh, she's way up there. Hold on, I'll be back. Gonna go grab her real quick. Oh, he brought her back. Okay, good. There we go. Alright, let's see if they know this fight. Dodge. Come on, guys, don't get hit by the big giant spikes. Are there any non-combat? Oh, yeah. There are thousands of them. There's even a whole system of pet battles in the game. We call it... crap, I'm going to heal myself. We used to refer to it as... basically, it's like an internal game of Pokemon. Where you can take your pets and battle them against others, and they level up, and they have special abilities, and all sorts of stuff. And some pets really are really, really rare and really hard to get. Okay, he's gonna die. We're just gonna dodge. But yes, there are... I've got... Oh, good. Oh, nice. An ornate weapon. Oh, wow. And a treatise. Nice. Those are special items for the Dark Moon Fair, which is going on right now. And they're very handy. And they sell really well. It's okay. Excuse me. It's okay. It's kind of fun. But yeah, there are thousands of them. You can just go out into the world and capture some. Or, like I said, there are certain ones that you can only get through, like, boss battles or special events, that kind of thing. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Stay back, please. Let's see if they actually listen to me. They're actually they're not doing too bad. I'm speaking of my group. Usually, like at least half the time when I come into these runs, I automatically have to assume the group is going to be stupid. Because they are. And, well, not necessarily because they're stupid, but just because they don't want to do things the most efficient way. They just kind of want to go in and be like, kill everything! And it just doesn't work out. Like this is the best way, I think, to do it because it forces enemies over to us, so we don't have to, run all the way over there and be by all the other enemies. But some people don't like doing that, which is weird. Are there certain pets always locked behind a paywall? Now there are. There didn't used to be, but now, yeah, there are certain pets you can only get in the cash store. Which, I mean, I guess if you're gonna sell something, it might as well be a battle pet because it's, nobody really takes battle pet stuff really seriously. It's kind of just for fun stuff, It's not really considered part of the main game. Oh crap, we're getting a whole bunch of ads. I'm gonna have to heal. This actually worked out fairly well. Gotta do another little heal. We got an additional group there, which is not good, but it worked out because thankfully everybody was smart enough to hide behind this rock, which forced them to chase us past this rock so that I could swipe them and get their attention. So that was good. That actually worked out really well. Okay. Now we've got a little more room, so I can probably just go get these guys. There we go. Although we are going to get this guy here in a minute, which is not good. Come on, guys, move. Okay, I'm gonna pull this guy. Here, I can pull him now. There we go. Yeah, we're in good shape. Come here, dude. Let him come to me. Come on. I know he's gonna jump around like that. That's why I'm trying to pull him over here. There we go. The DPS is actually doing much better. I think they kind of saw me doing the LOSing, line of sighting, and they're just like, oh, that actually works. I'm actually really surprised how many people are just not aware of line of sighting. I don't know if they just don't like doing it or they never learned how to do it. I don't know. But I guess because I learned in Vanilla and I learned in Burning Crusade when the game was much harder. That line of sighting enemies like that can be very, very good way to pull. Okay, there was a Pat. Where did she go? Did we get that Pat? Oh, let's see her. Okay, but both of these groups are dead here, so we're dead. Oh, I bet this is her over here. No, it's not her. Okay, this guy's kind of hard. I fully expect a couple of deaths. There we go. That's what hurts people most of the time is that shatter. But we're actually doing okay. There we go. I'm gonna eat that. Oh, crap. This might hurt. Yep. That was my own fault. Saw it a little too late.
Yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. The cycle is complete. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth.
The Warlock and I are teasing each other now. I have no use for that. these are non-elites, so we're just gonna move through these guys. Oh, warrior. Oh, okay, he healed himself. Alright, let's see, make sure mana's good for everybody. Yeah, we're good. Ooh, so many enemies that actually slowed down my computer a little bit. That's a lot of enemies.
The world will be reborn in flames.
Oof, she sounds like a smoker. Thankfully, this fight's not that hard. Ah! Big rock. Come here, you filthy whore. You're just gonna stay up there for a little while. Uh-oh, come here, healer. That got a little crazy at the end there. all those enemies immediately went for the healer. Now I gotta go repair. Well, I've only got one more. 64 gold repair. Ugh. Let's see, what else can I throw away? That. I don't even need chaos orbs anymore. Nobody needs chaos orbs. They're pointless now. We got 9 slots. Oh, that's fine. Hey, look at that. Now they need tanks. I think after this, maybe I'll go do some Duel Links. Because that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants the Duel Links. In fact, what I'll probably do is I'll end this stream after this run. Take like a little 10-minute break and then come back and do some Duel Links. Because why not? Oh, today's the last day of that that event too. Poor lady. She's a refugee now. She lost her home. After Sylvanas burned down our tree. Sylvanas really did burn down our tree. That was mean. And it wasn't just this tiny little tree. It was a massive, like, ridiculous, like you could fit a city in it sort of tree. Here, I'm going to eat some food here real quick. This is one of the ones I don't really like from Cataclysm. This dungeon. Simply because of the frickin' poisons. Poisons are such a pain in the ass. Give me my bratty. Give it to me. I want my fish scales. Don't steal my fish scales. Let's move away from that poison. This guy drops a lot of friggin' poison everywhere. I might be actually walking myself into some trouble here. Unless we can kill him. Oh, there we go. Let me come back around this way. Yeah, that poison frickin' sucks. I think it ticks on me for almost 1700. We're on a giant, this isn't, I guess it's a giant, I don't know what the hell this is. A giant jellyfish? Can y'all see it? I know you can't really see, it's kind of see-through, but it's basically a giant jellyfish elevator. Ugh. Oh boy. It's unfortunate, I don't have anybody that really plays World of Warcraft anymore. Like any friends. In fact, there's one person actually in our Discord server. Cassio, the one that never speaks. She and I used to play World of Warcraft all the time. But unfortunately, she moved on to another game. I think she plays Final Fantasy? The Final Fantasy MMO? I think it's like Final Fantasy 14 or something, I don't remember. But yeah, I tried playing that, but it wasn't that fun for me. Those murlocs are coming much faster than they used to as well. Yeah, we only used to get like 2 groups of murlocs come after us, and that's already like the 10th one. I know Blizzard's been playing around with the enemy multiplier because they did something and bugged out one of the zones. Yeah, they bugged out one of the zones because I don't know, somehow, someway, instead of it spawning like 1 or 2 enemies in a particular area, it suddenly started spawning like 20, which was good for us in a way because like on my druid, I would go and I would farm them because they weren't just regular enemies like these; they were skinnable enemies like deer and wolves, creatures like that, foxes. So there was a whole bunch of them, and they were skinnable. So I would just go on this tank, and I would just pull the entire group, kill them all, and then get 20 fast skins out of it. So I made a ton of money. But of course, it wasn't supposed to be like that. They're not supposed to spawn 20 at a time. Here, I'm gonna wait till this group comes here again. Okay, we gotta kill her first. Help out the healer a little bit and put on some bark skin. Come on, guys, kill the skull. Stop letting her heal. Oh, crap. I completely forgot about this dude. Well, this is going to get really interesting. Okay, I gotta do some self-heals. Ooh, I might die. I'm probably gonna die. Yeah, we did not kill that skull nearly fast enough. She's got to move out of the poison. Come on, guys, you have to concentrate on one freaking monster. Come on, guys, she just keeps healing herself. Look, and she's spamming healing wave now. Look at this. She's just healing herself over and over and over again. And she's healing others. Yeah, that was not good. And look, that's the skull. And the skull still isn't dead. That should not happen. That skull needs to go down. Not only does it need to go down fast, but it needs to be the first thing to go down. Yeah, we're going to wipe there. I'm just going to run back. Yep. That's what happens when we go in, I mark, which I did, and nobody cares to attack the skull except me. That's what the markers are for, but unfortunately people don't listen to them all the time. I'll wait and I'll eat some food. Yeah, that's Skull, and then there was one other. There are two healers in that group, and if you don't get them down at least pretty fast, you're going to be there a while. And then we got the ad, which we can usually manage, but again, nobody was killing the Skull. Nobody was killing that healer. So it just kept healing itself and healing others over and over again. In fact, I remember when Cataclysm first came out, this particular expansion was a bit notorious because when, like, the first month or so that Cataclysm was out, the dungeons were immensely more difficult than the dungeons we had in the previous expansion. They were just... I mean, the previous expansion was pretty hard, but these were deathly hard. I mean, they were just... There were wipes. I mean, it was not unusual to do a run and have like 5 or 6 total wipes in the run. I didn't even realize the teleporter was already up. Oh well, we're here. I like how our priest is trolling the rogue there. Okay, and let me get this thing while it's padding around here. I'll get this guy. So we get just him. Oops, there's the poison already. So now we don't have to worry about him. Wow, we only killed one from that group. Here, go. Rogue. No, no, Rogue. The square, Rogue. The square, Rogue. The square. Hey! Go sap the square. So that we have one less thing to worry about. Jesus freaking Christ, man. Because, see, this is why I wanted to get them both, because I have to go over there now, and I may end up breaking the sap if I'm not careful. Oh, there, the sap's already broken. Yeah, I think they forget that the casters will not follow us if they don't have to. That's why I wanted to get both casters in on that. Alright, here we go. Cooldown. Solo dungeons and ESO. He's so hard. Well, run it as a healer. Can you not run it as a healer? No, I don't want to see this stupid cinematic. Oh, this guy does the smashing. Watch out for smashing stuff. I'll let her get some food going here. There we go. She's got her food buff. Okay. That's kind of interesting. It actually took me out of... Oh, I see what she did. She did a... she did a swap. That's funny. She did an appearance swap. So she has my bear form, and I have her her healer form. That's hilarious. Here, I'm gonna move him all the way over here. There we go. Oh, here comes the enrage. Hey, nice, another one. It kind of threw me off for a minute when I saw that. I was like, what? Am I not in bear form? So the last thing you don't want to do is run in when you're not in bear form if you're tanking. You run Templar DPS, so you only have one heal spell, which I have to keep spamming to stay alive. That sucks. She looks so goofy as a bear. Prismatic reflection, that's what it is. So, okay, yeah, we don't have to go to that side, I guess. Yeah, we can just go through here and get this over with. This particular area we have to keep moving because these things respawn really fast. It looks pretty. It's a nice looking dungeon, but it's I don't know. It's not one of the hardest ones, but it's definitely annoying. Come on, guys, you gotta keep moving. Stop screwing around back there. Move out of tunnel. There we go. Okay, they moved in. Oh crap. Is it forcing? Oh, it's gonna force us to do the other side now. Did it? No, okay, good. Okay, good. Because I was like, wait a minute, it didn't used to require that we did both sides. I thought for a second that that's what it was doing to us. Okay, we're good.
As I purify these waters, the servants of filth will surely stir. Beware.
Forgot, this is the heroic version, so we get these big guys here too. Ah!
The waters are nearly cleansed.
Aw, our essence water ended. I was kind of enjoying running around like a regular elf. She screamed at me. She's like, ah.
The beast has returned. It must not pollute my waters.
Stop fighting that, please. Okay, good. Yeah, don't fight that thing. We're not supposed to attack that. Well, I mean, we can attack it, but, you know, it's better to just kite the darn thing. Just like this. Now we got 3 of them. Come on, guys. It didn't take that long to get that thing down. Kill that. Please, kill that. There we go. Now they're all dead. This has always been kind of awkward, because we're attacking this thing which is outside of this bubble that we're in. So it's just weird. It just seems weird. And now I'm a giant bear. That ending for that one has always been so strange. Salty shell studded girdle. Terrific. Oh, I gotta... Let me see. Where's my hearth? Oh, I gotta fly over there. I think I'm a giant owl. I gotta go turn in my quest. So actually, I have a couple of turn-ins. I've also got my test the strength and the shattered path. Let's see if it's... Let's see if the item that I get from the box is actually even worth it. Because at this point, I need... A ring would really be nice. I really needed some new rings. And maybe a trinket. Yeah, a trinket would be good too, because I have a 320 trinket and that's really hurting me. Or, yeah, I'm using this at 325 pole arm right now, which sucks. So a weapon, a ring, or a trinket, any of those would be really, really nice to get. I doubt I'm going to get a weapon. I got a trinket last time on a different character, but it was a really nice trinket. It was like eye level 395, I think. It was amazing. But I'd be happy with like a 370 trinket at least, because I could really use a new trinket or a new ring. All right, come on, buddy. Give me something good. Give me something good. Let's see. Cache of older treasures. How much more do I need? Oh, I still need plenty of artifact power. Okay, but let's see. A tunic. Not at all what I was hoping for. I mean, it's still an upgrade, but I actually kind of like my tunic because it matches. It matches the rest of my outfit, but yeah, this is not really what I wanted. I mean, well, I mean, if you compare them side by side there, the one I have on right now is the 7th Legionnaire's vest, which is, if you see there, it says item level 345, which, I mean, it's still a pretty decent, you know, vest. And the one I got is item level 355, which is better. But it's not as big an upgrade as I was hoping for. Because, again, I currently have a 345 in that slot. And the ones I was looking to replace were like 320s, 330s, These items right here really need to be replaced. I would like to push them up to at least 340, 345. And I did not, yeah, it didn't give me that. So it's still an upgrade, but not what I was hoping for. Let's see, what do we got here? Spells and abilities. Oh, increases your mastery by 575 and armor by 519 for 30 seconds after survival instincts expire. Wow, that's actually really good. We're going to get that. The cool thing about these vests is that you can choose your powers. It gives you like a selection of various powers, and you get to choose the one that works best for you. In this case, since I'm a tank, I like this. So let me see what else we got. Your heals on targets below 50% health have a chance to heal for an additional... No, not that. Shimmering Haven. Taking damage has a chance to create an upwelling of azurite beneath your feet, increasing your health by 11,675 and your armor by 330 while you stand within it. Less. I don't really like that. Chance to deal... none of these are really good. I mean, this one is okay, but my heals are passive. Because when I'm a tank, like when I go into bear form, that's my whole thing is I don't heal. I have self-healing that I can heal myself, but I don't heal others. So I guess technically it would help a little bit, but it's... it only happens if I'm below 50% health, and... Gosh, which one do I choose? It's like choosing the one of 3 piles of shit. That's kind of what this is. I mean, this is okay for DPS, but I don't really care if I do a ton of damage, as long as I can hold threat. Your damaging abilities have a chance to deal 3,345 nature damage to your target, and 1,433 nature damage to enemies within 3 yards of that target. I mean, that would help me keep threat, but increasing health by and your armor. That's actually, I guess, okay. The only thing I don't like is that when I tank, I tend to move a bit, as you've probably noticed. I really don't know. Not this one. I don't want to take that one. It's this one or this one. I would have to change the way I tank, but I'm gonna do this simply because that doesn't require me to change the way I fundamentally do my job. While no enemies are within 12 yards, you heal for 903 every 3 seconds. That's good for recovery, I guess. Increases your movement speed by 17% of your highest secondary rating up to 5%. Okay, that's pointless for me, so I guess I'm getting this. And I think this just pushes up to 5, yeah. So it makes my item, I think, a 360? Yeah, it's a 360 item now. I'm still not really happy with it. It actually does match my shoulders. So that's okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not crazy about the upgrade. It's still a decent upgrade, but I could have done much better. That stinks. Oh well. I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back in, what, 10-15 minutes, and we'll do some Duel Links. Because, let me see, what is it? Yeah, it's a little after 10 o'clock. Yeah, we'll do some Duel Links in a little bit. I'll be back in 15.